This is the Relationship Rehab. I am Brian Redmond, and once again, it's on. So, today we are doing another segment in our love series. And the first one we did was about time, just talking about how you spend your time and things you do with your time. This particular segment is going to be about connecting. And what do I mean by connecting? Well, just you and your partner, your mate, just being able to connect on a consistent basis and just, I guess, overall creating a consistency about connecting. So people talk about, making sure that you connect with your spouse, connect with your partner, whatever the case may be, on a consistent basis, but you never kind of really know what to do to connect. Like, okay, so I'm standing here and she's standing here. So what now? You know what I'm saying? So I guess I wanted to come up with some suggestions that you can do to better connect with your significant other. So let's dive right in. So the first thing that I think is really, really important when it comes to just connecting is first and foremost is consistency. You must be consistent in anything that you do when you're talking about connecting, because that is what makes the bond. That's what solidifies that bond. So, and even for those that if you're in a new relationship, or even if you're in an old relationship, whether you're in for 2 months or whether you've been in 20 years, these are some things that I think that you can use to help keep things going, to help reignite some things, and to just bring that intimacy back and to strengthen that bond that you will have with your loved one. So the first thing when it comes to being consistent, when you're talking about connecting, is first and foremost, I guess the best way I can put it is just sex. Sex, sex, sex. Bang, booming, whatever you want to call it, making sure that you are having sex. You have to connect on that level. That is a basic instinct. It's a natural thing, and everybody should be having sex. So if you and your partner are not having sex, then this is something that I came up with. It's basically a sex challenge that you can do. And I call it the 1-3-5-7 challenge. And basically what that means is every week you have a number, and that number is usually an odd number. So the first week you would have 1. That means that one time that week, at least, you and your partner have to have sex. Whether you schedule it, whether you put it on your Google Calendar, I don't care. Just make sure that you schedule that one time to have sex. Now, week number 2, you'll go to 3. So that second week, you'll have 3 times that you and your partner must connect to have sex. So that is definitely something that may get difficult for some people. Some people may already be at 3, or you may be at 5, or whatever the case may be. But wherever you want to start, that is the place that you start, where you and your partner will be comfortable with. You both commit to it, and then you both make sure that you get it in. Literally, get it in. So at the end of the day, when you are doing that, then that's going to create that intimacy. Is going to strengthen that bond, and having sex, it just feels good. So it's and if it's not feeling good, then we need to do a whole nother series on that, which we can do. But definitely make sure that you can get that 1, 3, 5, 7, 8, 9, however high you can get up. If you can get up to 13, do it, because it's not going to do anything but benefit you and that other person. So definitely make sure that you're doing that. Be consistent with sex. Be consistent with sex. Be consistent with sex. All right? Cool. Next part would be, I would say, another tool that you can use is called what I call Tell Me Something Good. That's like the song. Tell me something good. Do 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 do. I say, tell me that you like. All right, but tell me something good. So that means you and your partner, you guys come up with a set time each day to where no matter what you're doing, if you're at work, whether it's on your lunch break, whether it's on a break time, that you guys can both set where you literally take a minute, just 1 minute or 2 minutes out of your day to call that significant other and just tell them something good that you love about them. So whether if it's picking up the phone saying, hey baby, it's me. Yes, I'm on break, but I just want to tell you I love the way that you scratch my back when we in bed together. whatever the case may be. Just that's something, that one thing that you and your partner share, or that one thing that you know about your partner that you really appreciate that their partner does for you, or that you do with that partner, and just tell them that you really appreciate and you love them, that they do that for you. And the reason why I definitely stress it being a phone call, so that that other person can hear your voice. Okay, so make sure that you do that. Tell me something good. Number 3, I guess it would be what I call kiss. Kiss, hello, and goodbye. Let's see. You don't have to be beautiful. Yeah, that's it. To turn me on. Yeah, you don't have to be. All right, but kiss. So kiss, hello, and kiss, goodbye. And what I mean by that is every time that you're with your spouse and that you guys are together, you're leaving out for work in the morning, make sure that you have that 1 second to just peck that kiss, goodbye, see you later, love you, baby, all that good stuff, and you're gone. When you come home, even if you're tired from work, had a long day, first thing you do, you come in the door before anything else happens, before anybody starts with the mommies and the daddies. Let me tell you what he did. Let me tell you what she said. Can I go? Can I do this? Before any of that happens, you come home, you find your significant other, your husband or your wife, and you say stop, and you kiss that person. All right, just another way to make sure you connect. Now, also too, I call this part with that same part is to do a random make it last forever kiss. All right, let's make it last forever, never. Don't let our love in. Yeah, to keep sweat. Yep. But what I mean by that is at random, you or your partner, take your partner by the hand, by the shoulders, by the face, whatever it is, and give them a good, nice, long, passionate kiss. Literally. Just even if you got to count in your mind, count to 10 or something like that, just make sure you give your partner a passionate kiss at random. Just that, hey, I really do love you, and I'm passionate about you, and I want you to feel that. So come here and let me plant a good one on you. Do that at random, all right? So you can decide on how you work those in, because you may not want to just, break the open mouth kiss with the tongue and stuff with the kids around, but you definitely want to find a place to do that, right? So make sure that you do that at random with your significant other. Next one I would say is hold hands, all right? And what I mean by holding hands with interlocking fingers, like boom, bringing those hands together while you're driving. So wait, did I come up with a song? Hold hands, hold hands. I wanna hold your hand, yeah. I wanna hold your hand. Didn't know I could go back that far, right? There you go. I think that's the Beatles or somebody like that. I don't know. But either way, it's still a song. Make sure when you guys are in the car, you're driving somewhere, going to church, going to the grocery store, going to grandma's house, going to your mother-in-law's house, whatever the case may be. You don't have to do it for the entire trip, but grab your other significant other's hands and just lock fingers, just to have that connection. You know what I'm saying? Just bond a little bit. While you're driving, you can one hand drive, put the hand out like that, and you can, do your thing that way. So do that, interlocking fingers while you're holding hands. Also too, that just reminds me, you can this is a random game that I actually play with my wife from time to time. Peck or do a peck kiss or whatever, a little, quick kiss at red lights. Only at red lights. Don't be driving and it's a green light and you stop with your wife and give her a kiss, because if I'm behind you, you're getting the horn. Bop, bop. Yeah, you're getting the horn. So don't do that. But at the red light, once you stopped, then lean in, get a quick peck. Just a little game to play with your wife or your husband, whatever the case may be, a significant other. Do that. I guess last but not least is taking time or making time with that significant other of yours to actually say, hey, I want you to tell me about your day. And I want you to do that in a certain way. So a lot of times, especially, I know I'm definitely guilty of this, and men in general are, when it comes to hearing situations or just hearing about something, we tend to try to find the solution to it. We tend to try to fix it. Sometimes, and I had to learn this, just over time, sometimes women just want to vent. They just want to talk. They don't want any judgment. They don't want any solutions. They don't want any remedies. Sometimes they just want to talk to you and tell you about what's going on in their world, what's going on with their day, what's going on at work, what's happening at home with the kids, whatever the case may be. And sometimes they just want us to be that friend to just listen. Just listen and just hear what it is that your mate is trying to tell you about what's going on with them. So let it be a time of not necessarily a meeting of the minds to try to figure things out, but let it be just a time where you guys are just talking to each other about what's going on with each other's day. Hey, this is what's happening at work. He said, she said, and you can just sit there and be like, for real? Is that right? Do that, because sometimes you just want to have that person that you can talk to, and as opposed to being a girlfriend or being a mutual boyfriend or whatever the case may be you may have, let it be your spouse, let it be your mate that is that person that you can come to and talk to and decompress with. So have that decompression point, whether you do it right before you go to bed, whether you do it on your way home from work. I mean, I think that's when, for the most part, my wife and I, we do that. When we're driving home from work, we're both, got maybe 20 or 30 minutes on the road. We'll call each other and we'll just decompress. How was your day? What happened today? And she'll do the same to me. And I can just go on and on. And she can go on and on. And, that's our way to just have that decompression time. So when we get home, we're a little more relaxed. So, and we can, do all the other things we need to do with the kids and all that good stuff. But make sure that you have that time to decompress and that it's just you and your mate talking to each other. Other than that, I think that's like a great start. Hopefully you can get that sex challenge going. That's a lot of fun. I hope that this helps somebody. I hope that this is something that you can pass along. And as always, I hope that this is something that can make you become a better version of yourself. I love you guys. Peace. And I'm out. Oh yeah, this is what I need right here. I gotta send this message out to all my little relationship rehabbers out there in the world. You gotta like this video. You gotta share this video. But last and certainly not least, you gotta subscribe to this video and to this channel. And when you do, you gotta ask yourself one question. What are you gonna do when the relationship rehab runs wild on you? Yeah.